Brother, sister, good evening, either good evening or good morning. It depends where you are. Least you will watch my video. It's too good to be true. It's the world is better today than what is that 2024. You think get better with President Trump than the former president and Biden. It seems to me thing not get any better anytime soon. And you look at it, the lowest people is always suffer. We are always suffer. We only worry about one thing: better job, better pay, try to make a better life for our family. That's what we worry about. We not worry about the war. We worry about the peace. We need peace. We need people to live, people to make a living. That's what we need. We don't care about fight, war, anything like that. But it seems to me, think it's not getting any better for us anytime soon. It seems to me we are going to suffer to pay bill, to work to survive. Only thing we say, God is good. God will save us. Ladies and gentlemen, thing is not. I'm looking at it, man. Maybe it's probably it's me, but I'm looking at it. I don't see anything getting any better anytime soon. Sorry, guys. It's itching. So tonight, again, brothers and sisters, is it the first time you are enter to my video? Please don't forget to like, share, leave me a comment, and let me know what you think. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to my channel. Tonight, why do I want to do this video? I mean, it's come to me a lot of problems, a lot of confusion, guys. We expect things to get better. It's something to me think it's not getting time at any time soon, but we don't know what to do. All we want about again, get a better job, try to make a living for our kid and our family. That's all we want about. But it's something to me, it's more focused on the war, not on the peace. And then you could see that the whole world is upside down. The whole world, guys. And we know we've been in between those two countries, neighbor. Those two countries, neighbor, Russia and Ukraine, near 3 years and couple months. We think things might get better because President Trump say he went on his campaign. He ought to say he would end the war on the day one. It's something to me. Day one is not easy, guys. If day one, something to me. Day one is not be easy. Day one is over, but it's something to me. Things getting not getting time better soon, but we hope they will get better. We need peace, not fight, not fight. Peace, peace, peace. Once again, guys, thank you so much for those of you guys always support my video, always watch my video, always support it, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I'm grateful to it, guys. And guys, let's stick together. So that's the only way we support one each other, guys. I always said it. The day one I start my video, that's my main goal. I always say support one each other. Support. That's what I always say. So, guys, therefore, guys, we're gonna let you listen to what President Trump say. We don't need that. We need peace. You know, it's a lot of problem about immigration. A lot of problem about immigration. A lot of problem about deportation. All this thing going on, guys. All over the world, guys. Thing, it's not getting any bit in time. Anytime.
Beyond anything you can even imagine.
Donald Trump has warned monster nuclear weapons could end the world as he sounded the alarm over atomic Armageddon.
Everybody has to spend all this money on something that if it's used, spend all this money on something that
could end the world.
The level of destruction.
Sorry, guys. Not ready for it yet, guys. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour, bonjour ou bien bonsoir. Ça dépend si côté ou côté ou va écouter vidéo, ou va regarder vidéo, ou va entendre vidéo. À ce nous voulons dire tout le monde et nous te pensé avec la venue des nouveaux présidents et M. Trump retour au pouvoir. nous pensons bagay te ka vinn ti jan pi amélioré pendant nous connaît là aussi avec Ukraine a bataille presque 3 ans et pas presque non 3 ans quelques mois derrière et nous te pensons comme président américain elle a fait campagne il était toujours dit depuis le monté président aux États-Unis dans le premier jour et puis c'est ça l'a fait la campé bataille là avec Ukraine et ça tu penses c'est pas comme ça jusqu'à maintenant ils veulent faire plus dire ils veulent faire bagage ils veulent faire sorte de ils veulent tomber d'accord avec un accord pour 30 jours après 30 jours ils sont capables de négocier pour voir comment tout bagage capable aller mais nous connaissons ça presque 3 ans quelques mois et depuis bataille ça fait. Et actuellement, nous connaissons, et pendant le président Biden était là, c'était bataille, mais nous venons regarder, nous avons dit ça qui a passé comme ça, mais nous pensons, dans venir président américain, nouveau président, nous voyons bagayo, sensiblement pas de changement, au contraire, bagayo aussi avancé, il y a avancé pour pire devant. Et n'a coûté dans le pays Yémen côté américain il fait bombarder pays yo dit capital là avec côté yo gagné office militaire yo fait bombarder lui et il dit pour qui ça le fait c'est parce qu'il veut mettre pression sur le pays Iran et pour pas faire ça rien et puis c'est Iran tout qui a supporté monsieur ça yo dans le pays Yémen ou bien yo les Houthi whatever Houthi comment il est dit c'est président et pays Iran qui a supporté moun sa yo comment bagay yo dans pays Israël Palestine Hamas Israël et comment encore Iran on pas de l'autre côté nous t'a souhaité que monde là t'a plus nous t'a besoin de plus la paix ou les plus bataille dans le monde. Mesdames et messieurs encore, c'était pour la première fois au monter sur channel là, pas oublier pour monter sur channel là. Pendant petit temps, abonnez à la channel là, soit abonnez avec nous. Nous-mêmes, nous avons chance pour nous retourner abonnés ensemble avec vous. Et surtout encore dans le pays d'Haïti, nous connaissons ça qui a fait actualité dans le pays d'Haïti, c'est question et la police a entré avec drone, a bombardé Timothy Gangyo, côté nègre qui a sauté, on pas de bagarre parler, et ben everything. Nous tout dit ça et Haïtiens, nous-mêmes Haïtiens toujours un problème entre Haïtiens et la police. Les messieurs Gangyo tuer la police, il n'y a pas de problème. Il n'y a pas de bravo et everything, mais là c'est police qui font coup sur négio, en pile monde fâché, ou pas content, on pays pas qu'à fonctionner comme ça, on pays côté c'est monde qui vivent là-dedans, bandit pas qu'à faire tout pour lever quitter pays, pour lever courir et tout commence à il pas bon comme ça. Et nous pensons la police là, leur fait travail, c'est pas une chance pour faire travail parce qu'il y a pile monde et par exemple dans le programme qui a été signé sous l'ancien président Biden, qui c'est le programme humanitaire aide là pour te faire Haïtiens rentrer. Haïtiens, en plus de l'autre pays, en plus de pays qui a un problème là, Venezuela, pas que le pays a déporté le monde, c'est pas Haïti, ou bien tout, mais le programme ça, nous connaissons qui ça nouveau président fait, lui camper programme là. Et si nous attendons, même ça, il n'était pas président américain avant d'aller, il n'était pas donné peut-être garçon, il était pas le pardon, il était un problème qui était passé, qui était passé, il était pas l'anti pardon, mais quand il y a président américain, il renversé pardon, ça le renversé là qu'on y a, il est capable, monde ça yo. Il est capable de persister, il est capable d'aller dans la prison, c'est monsieur avec monsieur qui est responsable bagaille santé. Et il faut aussi, comme on est là, ça dernière ça tout est chaud actuellement, monsieur renversé exécutif order qui ancien président Biden a fait avant la LEA. Et si vous regardez pour une situation, c'est vraiment compliqué, très très compliqué. En plus, le monde qui a sauté, en plus, le travail commence à vraiment aller, en plus, le travail commence à fermer. Dans le pays aux États-Unis, est-ce que Haïti pourrait pour recevoir monde si yo t'a déporté? Mais c'est plus souvent déportation a commencé par monde, par gang yo, par monde qui a fait ça pas bon dans le pays aux États-Unis. Souvent dans le pays moun yo, l'on vient respecter tout, al travail, occuper tout, occuper femme, pas tomber dans des bagages sales, pas respecter la loi pays moun yo, des fois ou capable vivre dans le pays en paix. Et Brothers and sisters, the problem is today, we've been talking about deportation, or it's not like one country, it's all over the world, deportation. And then we was talking about the war, need to stop, peace. It's something to me. The war is going further, is going, thing not get any better anytime soon, guy. We don't know. I mean, it's really complicated, guys. Really complicated. Some to me. Uh, it's some to me. Everybody thought things will get better. Um, Cost of living, which should be better. That's why most people worry about the cost of living, how to pay your bill, how to pay your car insurance, how to pay your house, how to pay everything. That's all we worry about. Like that's all. That's what we worry about. And just be like, we don't worry about anything, guys. We don't want war. We want peace. That's what we need. I'm gonna let you listen to what President Donald Trump is talking about how the war could be end up not any better. It could get worse if it's happened. Let's listen to it, and we're gonna move forward for something different. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the video. Thank you so much, guys.
It is beyond anything you can even imagine.
Donald Trump has warned monster nuclear weapons could end the world as he sounded the alarm over atomic Armageddon.
Everybody has to spend all this money on something that, if it's used, it's probably the end of the world.
The president issued the stark warning in a TV interview on Sunday morning after he floated new arms controls with Russia and China. In an interview with Fox News, Trump said he believes nukes are one of the greatest threats to mankind. The US has the second largest nuclear weapons stockpile in the world, with around 5,000 weapons. Russia has the most, with nearly 6,000, with China a distant third.
Yeah, it's not something nobody wants.
I think it's going well. I think it's a tough situation that we're in. Inherited a mess in so many ways, whether it's the wall or the economy or anything you want to talk about. It's tough. This was a very tough one. Ukraine, Russia should have never happened. It would have never happened, but it did. And we have to see what we can do to save a lot of lives and to stop paying billions and billions of dollars also. It's a massive amounts of money. $350 billion we've spent on that. And
My question is to President Donald Trump, and he said if he was the president, that would never happen. It should not be happen. And but he was said that he would have stopped it in day one. So I mean, I know. I mean, I see everybody's trying. I think he tried, but it's something to me. It's not that easy to stop it on day one. That's what he's been saying. He's been saying he would have stopped the war, Russia and Ukraine in day one. It's something to me now. Is since January 30, 20. I'm sorry, since January 20, he sworn as the president of the United States. So today is 17 of what? Of March. It's like 3 months after, and 3 days. 3 months after, he still won't be able to stop the war, Russia and Ukraine. He's still working it. It's something to me. He might thought it was that easy, but it's something to me. It's not easy to stop it in day one. I think when politicians say things, they should be careful before you say thing you think you might do in one day. Sometimes it takes longer. It's something to me when you're outside, you watch the soccer ball, you say, well, if I was you, I would make that goal. How come he missed that goal? And when you're inside the fear, same thing happens to you, worse than the first player. So let's listen to him again, guys. That's why I say politicians, whatever they need the power, they could say anything they want just because they want the power. Don't forget, share, like, and subscribe. If that the first time you discover my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please, you guys, listen again. Politician, whatever.
We're going to try and do something about that, but more importantly, right now, you have a lot of people dying. You're losing probably 2,000 people a week in shooting soldiers, Russian and Ukrainian, and whatever we can do to stop it, we're trying to do that.
Are you speaking to Putin in the last days or hours personally?
Well, I don't want to say it, but we are dealing with him, and I think it's going reasonably well. It's a very complex situation. You know, it's a bloody, terrible war, and I do think it's going well. As you know, we have a ceasefire agreement with the Ukrainian group, and we are trying to get that with Russia too. And I think thus far it's gone okay. We'll know a little bit more on Monday, and that'll be hopefully good.
I'm not understating the complexity of all this, but as a candidate, you said you would have this war settled in 24 hours.
Well, I was being a little bit sarcastic when I said that. What I really mean is I'd like to get it settled, and I think I'll be successful.
What's the plan if Putin doesn't agree to a ceasefire?
Bad news for this world because so many people are dying, but I think he's going to agree. I really do. I think I know him pretty well, and I think he's going to agree.
If you want to make a career change and
So she did ask him that question. I thought you say you would have stopped the war between Russia and Ukraine in 24 hours. And what he said? He said, well, that's not what I meant. I meant I would make sure she don't start again. That's what he say. That's what I say. Politicians, they like are perfect. They could change things in 1 minute. They can get different message, different minute. That's politician, guys. So therefore, and then before, I think politicians should be like, before I say thing, let me see if I can do it. Or maybe try to do something and see things could get happen. If you can talk to one that person before and make sure hey, listen, I'm going to be support you, I'm going to do this for you. So can you stop it? If he's give you guarantee, he will do it. Eh? And guys, don't forget, then without that question, everybody know Russia is a superpower. So, and I don't think things will be start that easy for the former president. And you know, he tried to go a lot of things, guys. Mesdames et messieurs, président américain, l'État fait campagne sur dossier la Russie avec Ukraine. L'été dit comme ça que li gen pile confidence li capable camper bataille ça non 24 heures de temps, dans 3 jours, ou bien dans 2 jours, capable de camper bataille là. Mais sans seulement, les opposer la question à Soya, qui c'est jeudi lundi, 17 mars, ils ont demandé comment il fait par camper bataille. Il dit non, et pas ça, il devait dire. Il devait dire la façon pour pas commencer bataille là encore. C'est ça, il dit ça le tuer, et il fait plus succès, il fait camper bataille là, pendant que et Russe a bataille avec Ukraine dans la zone qui est les Kursk et dans le pays Russia côté Ukraine est entré et côté yo fait pile yo poussé yo et presque 10% qui été yo pas poussé yo seul final push y a plutôt dehors. Alors monsieur, c'est ça nous toujours dit dans politique là, politicien li contient pour virer l'anglais et non pareil politique non mais le président pour virer l'anglais pour faire tout soit fait les gars faut dormir les gars faut pas dormir c'est comme ça nèg yo fonctionner nous pas attendre président Trump quand va parler de l'autre bagaille il toujours parler comment il veut prendre tel côté il veut prendre Greenland il veut prendre Canada tout bagaille ça yo en nous côté messieurs dames pas oublier si c'est pour la première fois au monde channel pas oublier abonner share and like sous abonné avec channel là moi-même m'a fait même m'a abonné avec Paul Latour sous like qui dit un petit thumbs up moi-même m'a pas retourner thumbs up là-bas même genre tout merci tout le monde on a écouté président américain thank you so much everybody let's listen to the president Donald Trump
Time ago, many decades ago, and Look at a map. They drew an artificial line right through it between Canada and the U.S. Just a straight artificial line. Somebody did it a long time ago, many, many decades ago, and makes no sense. It's so perfect as a great and cherished state. Keeping "O Canada," the national anthem. I love it. I think it's great. Keep it. But it'll be for the state, one of our greatest states. Maybe our greatest state.
Thank you, Mr. President. Greenland. What is your vision for the potential annexation of Greenland and getting them potentially to
Well, I think it'll happen, and I'm just thinking, I didn't give it much thought before, but I'm sitting with a man that could be very instrumental. You know, Mark, we need that for international security, not just security, international. We have a lot of our favorite players, cruising around the coast. And we have to
he
be
even
careful.
laughed. He laughed
And,
also.
we'll be talking
I mean,
to
he
you.
want to go everywhere.
It's a
He
very
going to
appropriate-
Greenland,
really a very
Canada.
appropriate question.
There's an
Thank
issue
you
in the
very
high
much.
north, so the Arctic, so what you did. So when it comes to Greenland, yes or not joining the US, I would leave that outside for me, this discussion, because I don't want to drag NATO in that. But when it comes to the high north and the Arctic, you are totally right. The Chinese are now using these routes. We know that the Russians are rearming. We know we have a lack of icebreakers. So the fact that the outside Russia, there are 7 Arctic countries working together on this under US leadership is very important to make sure that that region, that part of the world stays safe. And we know things are changing there, and we have to be there.
Well, we just had an election there the other day. Do you see a referendum, a plebiscite, where the people of Greenland would be in a position to decide if they want to become part of the United States?
Yeah, it was a good election for us, as you know. It was not a referendum. It wouldn't be called that. It was an individual election. But the person that did the best is a very good person, as far as we're concerned. And so we'll be talking about it, and it's very important. Mark mentioned the word icebreaker. So we've ordered, we're in the process of ordering 48 icebreakers. And Canada wants to know if they could use them. I said, well, you know, you got to pay for them. Think of it, Canada. We pay for their military. You know, Canada pays very little for their military because they think we're going to protect them. But even with the icebreakers, so we're going to order 48, and Canada wants to be part of the deal. I say, you got to get your own icebreakers. Then if you're a state, you can be part of the deal. But if you're a separate country, you've got to get your own icebreakers. Russia, as you know, has about 40 of them. And we have one big icebreaker, but that whole area is becoming very important. And for a lot of reasons, the routes are, you know, very direct to Asia, to Russia, and you have ships all over the place, and we have to have protection. So we're going to have to make a deal on that. And Denmark is not able to do that. You know, Denmark's very far away and really has nothing to do. What happens? A boat landed there 200 years ago or something, and they say they have rights to it. I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is, actually. But we've been dealing with Denmark, we've been dealing with Greenland, and we have to do it. We really need it for national security. I think that's why NATO might have to get involved in a way, because we really need Greenland for national security. It's very important. You know, we have a couple of bases on Greenland already, and we have quite a few soldiers, and maybe you'll see more and more soldiers go there. I don't know. What do you think about that, Pete? So, don't answer that, Pete. Don't answer that question. But we have bases, and we have quite a few soldiers in Greenland.
Mr. President, a representative of Canada, the finance minister, are in town and will meet members of your administration during the day. Any chances that you will ban on the tariffs on aluminum and the ones that are planned for April 2nd?
No.
You are not going to change your
No,
mind?
not. Look, we've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore. No, I'm not going to bend at all. Aluminum or steel or cars, we're not going to bend. We've been ripped off as a country for many, many years. We've been subjected to costs that we shouldn't be subjected to. In the case of Canada, we're spending $200 billion a year to subsidize Canada. I love Canada. I love the people of Canada. I have many friends in Canada. The great one, Wayne Gretzky, the great. Hey, how good is Wayne Gretzky? He's the great one. But we have, I know many people from Canada that are good friends of mine. But, you know, the United States can't subsidize a country for $200 billion a year. We don't need their cars. We don't need their energy. We don't need their lumber. We don't need anything that they give. We do it because we want to be helpful, but it comes a point when you just can't do that. You have to run your own country. And to be honest with you, Canada only works as a state. It doesn't. We don't need anything they have. As a state, it would be one of the great states anyway. This would be the most incredible country visually. If you look at a map, they drew an artificial line right through it between Canada and the U.S. Just a straight artificial line. Somebody did it a long time ago, many, many decades ago, and makes no sense. It's so perfect as a great and cherished state. Keeping "O Canada," the national anthem. I love it. I think it's great. Keep it. But it'll be for the state, one of our greatest states. Maybe our greatest state. But why should we subsidize another country for $200 billion? It costs us $200 billion a year. And again, we don't need their lumber. We don't need their energy. We have more than they do. We don't need anything. We don't need their cars. I'd much rather make the cars here. And there's not a thing that we need. Now, there'll be a little disruption, but it won't be very long. But they need us. We really don't need them. And we have to do this. I'm sorry, we have to do this. Yes.
Steve Witkoff's trip to Moscow, you spoke about.
Wow.
What sort of agreement do you hope he comes away from this?
Sad.
Well, we'd like to see a ceasefire from Russia. And we have, you know, not been working in the dark. We've been discussing with Ukraine land and pieces of land that would be kept and lost and all of the other elements of a final agreement.
Wow.
There's a power plant involved, you know, a very big power plant involved. Who's going to get the power plant and who's going to get this and that? And so, you know, it's not an easy process. But phase one is the ceasefire. A lot of the you know, we've been discussing concepts of land because you don't want to waste time with a ceasefire if it's not going to mean anything. So we're saying, look, this is what you can get. This is what you can't get. They discussed NATO and being in NATO, and everybody knows what the answer to that is. They've known that answer for 40 years, in all fairness. So a lot of the details of a final agreement have actually been discussed. Now we're going to see whether or not Russia's there, and if they're not, it'll be a very disappointing moment for the world. And even international security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
After expressing his ambitions, but the data points to the current U.S. president taking the crown as prices
for national security and even international security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
After expressing his ambition in pursuit of eggs, he decided to court a country.
Of course, all of that is you know, I'll believe it when I see it. And, you know, Trump, all the cards, because he can flood Ukraine with weapons to make Russia's life more miserable. And he can also double or triple the sanctions against Russians, companies, oligarchs to make their life more miserable, put oil caps on, intervene.
So we're at the Kennedy Center. Needs a lot of work. We're going to fix it, make it beautiful. It's a very big part of the fabric of D.C. and the Capitol. We're bringing back the Capitol. We're bringing back our country. But while we're here, I thought it would be appropriate. We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this, and I've instructed my people that are responsible, lots of different people, put together by Tulsi Gabbard, and that's going to be released tomorrow. We have a tremendous amount of paper. You've got a lot of reading. I don't believe we're going to redact anything. I said, just don't redact. You can't redact. But we're going to be releasing the JFK files, and that would be tomorrow. Do you have anything else to add to that, Carolyn? So that's a big announcement. They've been waiting for that for decades. Then I said during the campaign I'd do it, and I'm a man of my word. So tomorrow you have the JFK files. What time will they be released? Tomorrow afternoon. Okay.
Have you seen what's in the files? Have you read them?
I've heard about them.
Was there anything interesting?
It's going to be very interesting.
Was there an executive summary supplied to you, Mr. President?
No, I'm not doing summaries. You'll write your own summaries. It's many pages. Is it 80,000 pages? Approximately 80,000 pages. So it's a lot of stuff.
The former president, he's talking about the President John F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, and he talking about he gonna put the file out there and to see who's killed him, how he died, how everything go. That's why he doing it. He say they will be released everything. So myself, I say, why would you release it now? It been a day, even that happened. It been a decade that happened. He's already gone. So what's the difference that gonna make? What that gonna do? And I don't know. It's politics, so I don't know, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. So I think it's the end of the video. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, guys. Don't forget. Always, please, always subscribe to my channel, and always give me the thumbs up, and subscribe to me, and I will subscribe back to you also. Thank you so much, guys. I see you in another video. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, guys, for always there, always support my video. Mesdames et merci beaucoup du fait que nous prendre le temps pour nous capables regarder vidéo. Et président américain parlé et côté il va release il va mettre dossier John F. Kennedy à dehors pour voir comment le monde qui est tué lui et l'idée de dans campagne de promesse pour le faire lui il promesse qu'il a mettre le dehors il parle ouais qui est-ce qui a tué John Kennedy. Merci tout le monde du fait que nous avons regardé vidéo pas oublier abonner à la chaîne là bon petit thumbs up qui d'autres commentaires dis-nous qui sont pensés de ce qui a passé est-ce que monde là vient bête avec le président Trump ou bien est-ce qu'il était bête avec le président Joe Biden. Thank you so much, guys. Let me know what you think about the video. Do you think the world is better with the President Donald Trump, or the world was better with the former President Joe Biden? Thank you so much, guys. Ciao, ciao. See you on my next video. May God bless you all. Thank you so much, guys.